the next section that we have is Manzar as a leader.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. So it's not related to IT or anything on those lines. So, what is the most difficult part of being a leader?
Interesting. The most difficult part is a leader. When you say a leader and a boss, everybody knows the difference. There are so many LinkedIn posts about it, right?
True.
So when you ask that you're a leader, then obviously you have established yourself to that, wherein people look up to you, as your team look up to you as your mentor or whatever.
Yes.
So the most difficult part for you is to be self-motivated, to be cheerful, as well as be informed about new things, so that you are there as a powerhouse. You don't give wrong information to your team or any iota of doubt, because that will shatter them.
Right.
A leader means that a leader for me is a person who's actually imbibed all those things which were written as a rule book for the leader.
Right.
And now he or she, if he comes out and does not live up to the role, so that is the most difficult thing to be a leader. You have to every day live up to the role.
Would you say it's a tough thing to do, or?
It is a tough thing, yes, especially for a tech leader.
Right.
For a business leader or for a finance leader, fortunately for finance, you don't have much innovation, because you don't want innovations in your balance sheet, right? But for a tech leader, every day is a new innovation, especially in IT, OT, new things are coming up, and you keep abreast of those things, and you have to give it to your team.
Absolutely.
It remains the same.
Right. What would you advise to somebody who's coming into a leadership position?
There are a few things which I hold very close to my heart. That is one, childlike eagerness to learn.
Okay.
Please, the aura will be created, but I would say please don't try to create aura before you have a substance.
True.
It will automatically move around you. Don't repel people from coming to you. Be open. If you have the substance, you're not afraid of coming ahead and being open and being in contact, being in touch. All right.
True.
And time management. The third thing and the last thing which I would suggest to the new leaders is that know your worth.
Right.
Don't overshoot or put yourself out of place, or neither you should be introvert to not come up with the ideas, the right things which you have.
Right. True. With all the three things that you said, I think if a person is true to himself, herself, you can't fake being a leader then.
Yes. And it's okay to make mistake. You're human, right?
True.
It's okay. It's okay to accept mistakes. All right.
Yeah. I think that is one of the most important qualities of a leader, to display that.
Yes.
To be okay to be wrong. True. The last question in this part. How do you encourage creative thinking within your organization?
Creative thinking is one, not out of the box thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as we tell about creative thinking, people say that, okay, out of the box thinking. No. I think first you have to understand that nothing is impossible. Mm-hmm. It is just you don't know much about it at that time, so do your research. There are a lot of, then you should, I'm just giving the background how to do the creative thinking, then I will come to the creative thinking. And once you put trust in your team, the team starts giving you feedback. That is a loop of feedback which actually does the creative thinking and does the validation of your creative thinking.
Right.
Validation, revalidation, because creative thinking means something new.
Right.
It is out of the book. It's not out of the box. All right. You're in the box and never go out of the box.
Right.
Everything you do is in the box. Box may increase, box may squeeze, but you are in the box. which means that a professional cannot supersede the company, cannot supersede the industry he or she is in.
Right.
Respect limits, right, and operate within it. Now, with honesty, when you put trust in your team, you put ideas to work, and you accept the validation, then the firm creative thinking comes up, which with a multiplication or as a byproduct of lot of established factor in the rule book and something new, right? When you cross between that is creative thinking to me.
Sure.
And it would bring value to the stakeholders.
Absolutely. Again, that's what matters.
That's what matters, yes. Sure. And honesty.
Absolutely.
Because I read, when I was a child, I read in Reader Digest. It was a famous quote by some famous person. I don't remember any of that. I just remember the quote: growth just for the sake of growth is cancer.
Nicely put.
Sure. Not my word, but some great person has said.
Sure. Absolutely. Thank you, Manzar, for sharing your insights on the leadership segment. We now move on to the last segment of this interview, is where we talk about you and your likes and dislikes, right? So the next round is a rapid fire round where I'm looking at quick answers and one word answers preferably.
Okay.
All right. One thing you love. Sorry?
I will try to answer in one word.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Manzar, one thing you love about your job?
Opportunity to learn.
Okay. Favorite destination to travel to?
Southern part of New Zealand.
Okay. Favorite food?
Simple and vegetarian.
Okay. A book that inspired you the most?
I would call it a pass.
Okay. Your role model?
That would be two, if you allow me.
Absolutely.
Mahatma Gandhi and Elon Musk.
Okay. Right. What do you splurge on?
Motorcycles and cycles.
Okay. Well, that is a segment I'll keep for some other time. Now, if you don't mind sharing, what was your very first salary?
Very less.
Okay. All right. Sure. One thing left to do?
Bungee jumping.
Okay. One love?
One love?
Yes.
Learning.
Okay. If not an InfoSec professional, what would you have been?
A social worker.
Okay. So I connect the CSR aspect as well, and you've done a tremendous job at that. Thank you. The next part is I give you two options, you select between the two. Yeah. Okay. Between Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram.
LinkedIn or Facebook?
LinkedIn.
Cricket or football?
Football.
Okay. Physics or chemistry?
Physics.
Okay. Movies or music?
Music.
Weights or cardio?
Now cardio. I'm an old person.
You don't look old for sure. Books or Kindle?
Kindle.
Early mornings or late nighters?
For me, it's both, but
you strike the balance somewhere in
late night.
Okay. iOS or Android?
Android.
Okay. Formals or casuals?
Casuals.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Again, the very last part of the section is we'd like to know how you were as a person at different stages of your life, right? So when Manzar Abbas was 18 years old, what kind of a person was he?
I remember myself being very happy, very, very eager to learn and disciplined.
And I believe you had a plan in place for yourself.
Yes, I had planned the day I was born.
All right. Okay. By the time you touched 25, what were you like?
Okay. 25 was more like, I was settling down in the new phase of life, absorbing the challenges. So again, learning was there, but it more of a absorption of challenges and planning and how to go ahead.
All right. And by the time you touched 30.
Yeah, that was the phase when I was looking ahead. I got married, and soon after I had a baby. So I was looking ahead and planning confidently.
Interesting. Well, Manzar, thank you so much for sparing your time for this interview. I've learned a lot, and I'm sure the audience who will watch this, which is the workforce in India and internationally, they definitely want to benefit a lot from this conversation, from your insights. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Roshan. Thank you so much.